Shalom, shalom, family. All praise to the Most High, our King, our power, our Redeemer, our Creator. I'm just coming back at you with the second half of the 12 tribe chart breakdown. Just finishing off the geographical, the demographics and the geographical settings, and what was going on in these regions and where these regions are. Furthermore, just breaking it down to the last quarry to make sure that you get the oversetting that all these campers pushing this fake 12 tribe, but this is true chart. All right, they're pushing a fake 12 tribe chart, the campers are, and they're telling you lies about who the people are on the chart because all of those people are Negro, so-called Negro. We're still all the same. If we look the same, like you're gonna find out through the scriptures that they can lie and try to get the heathen women and stuff like this and all that. And they're just going to hell. The Most High he going straight to hell. And another thing, there's a lot of mixed breed children that have joined these camps and stuff, and they, because their dad is Israel or Jake or Judah. The problem is with that is that the Most High don't consider you to be an Israelite until the 10th generation back. So that means a lot of you are just on your first generation of existence. You see how it works? So you have to marry to an Israelite woman in order for it to start the generation process back, and that'll be the first generation back. Okay, so you got 10 generations. We're in the 4th generation here. So I got a class coming on, so you mixed breeds get the understanding that your ass ain't going nowhere. The Most High don't deal with y'all. He did not intend for his people to spread out and start mixing and mingling with these other people and having these bastard children, as he calls them. All right, let's go ahead on. All right, the first time we come up with the chart, we showed you in Exodus where they had lied about the whole chart right from the jump. You get to start from the One West, which filtered out from IUIC and all these nonsense-ass groups that have came since. All of these are just pagan camps. They're no different than the Christian church. You in those things, you following that nonsense, you're gonna find yourself in hell. So that's just fact. Well, now we're down to the region of Shinar, according to Isaiah 11:11. The Most High was calling out the place Hamath and all these different places where his people scattered, where he would reach his hand out a second time and recover the remnant of Israel. So we're going back down through that. Shinar, the region of Iraq. Okay, this is a region of Iraq. Genesis 10:10. In the beginning of the king was Bebel and Erach and Akkad and Shelah and the land that dwelled in the land of Shinar. So it's just telling you where these people were, that this lines up with the Bible, where the Most High said these people would be. So we're just pulling the scriptures to go with it and showing you that. Hamath, the west central Syria, north of Damascus. I'm giving you geographical locations of the land where you know where to look on the maps to find them. So you get the overall knowledge of where his people are today. Not where these jackasses want to tell you it is, IUIC. Dawn means dark. You are some of the darkest fucking demon-filled ass Negroes I have seen. I mean, all of y'all campers are demon-filled. But you purple scarlet wearing some bitches, he gonna roast y'all ass where y'all stand. Y'all some, anyways. Ezekiel 47:16. Hamath, Bathros, Sabirim, which is between the border of Damascus and the border of Hamath, Hazarmathan, which is the coast of Haran. All right, so it's showing you through the scriptures where these places are. Again, pull up your map. You getting the scriptures to go through and find each one of these. This is not just somebody rambling, not somebody that doesn't study the book, not somebody that doesn't do the deeper research to find this, to bring you the true knowledge, so you're not lost in the stupidity that's been pushed by these so-called campers, these so-called liars that say, it's called by God to be your deacon and your captain. Bullshit. Niggas are called by the devil to lead all of y'all that's truly looking for your God right to hell. The Isles of the Sea. This is about the Mediterranean Sea is where they were. The Mediterranean islands are the Isles of the Sea. And Isaiah 11:10. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand as an enzyme for the people, and it shall be the Gentiles, and to it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. All right. Now the enzyme is him waking up his people to the truth. The enzyme is seeing you carry your laws, statutes, and commandments that light within shine. The knowledge of your being will illuminate you of your being. The knowledge of your God will illuminate you Okay? That's what they're afraid of. You might as well let them see it because they're going to come flocking to it. Isaiah 29 and 22. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Now, the Most High is the only person that's been redeeming, the only person that has been exiling, the only person that has been killing, the only person that has been forgiven. So until y'all turn from your wicked ways and he forgive you of it, you get ready for them rocks. I'm telling you, brothers, he's going to throw rocks on y'all asses. Isaiah 29, 22. Therefore, thus saith the Lord who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not be now be ashamed, neither be a face waxed pale. So he's telling you that you people are trying to say that, it's the Mexicans, it's the Cubans, it's all of these people, all of this. You lying out your motherfucking brains, man. The Most High said that his face, neither shall his face now wax pale. Ain't no pale riders coming. I don't give a damn if you got white blood, white appearance, and you calling yourself, well, I got 25% black in me. It don't mean you going with Israel. He's only coming for the pure bloods. Y'all don't get this. You think all these rancid ass bastard babies is going? Hell no. He didn't save any in the days of Noah. You think he saved them now? Keep letting up making these goddamn creatures. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Y'all gonna get enough about jumping up and down with them goddamn heathen nations. You're gonna get enough. Alright? So it is what it is. So the Most High saved Abraham. He redeemed Abraham, and he's gonna redeem us. Ain't nobody telling you something else. That nonsense Jesus or Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem you. They're gonna burn up, man. You're gonna burn up believing that shit. Isaiah 11 and 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Yehudah from the four corners of the earth. He didn't say the whole tribe got scattered to the four corners of the earth. He said Yehudah, the kingdom of Yehudah, got scattered to the four corners of the earth. IUIC jackasses. We got a book. You fucking retards. I got a book. I got many books, and I'm breaking down the book that you yet can break down properly to save your ratchet lives, because you're fucking demons leading people to hell. Fucking government agents. That's what these bastards are. Demons in the flesh. I better realize what you're looking at. 1 Corinthians 14:33. For God is not the author of confusion, but all you campers are the authors of confusion. And he's going to bust your asses about it. But of peace, as in all the saints, and all of the saints. All right? Here's an author of peace. So if you don't believe that, then keep bringing that confusion and see don't you piss him off and he tear your asses to pieces. Assyria. Let's find out where it is. Modern, northern Iraq, northern Syria, southern steam Turkey. So it's over by Turkey and Syria and all of this, where it's all at. All right? 2 Kings 17 and 6. And in the 9th year of Hosea, king of Assyria, took Samaria and carried Israel. See, we were Samaria had us then under the Persian. So he came, King Oseas came, and he destroyed Samaria, and carried Israel to Assyria, and placed them in Halath and in Habar, and by the rivers of the Gozan. So this man placed us in certain cities and stuff. You can look up all this here, anything next to the rivers of Gozan, and in the cities of the Medes, around by the Medes. You can look all this here up. All right, let's just hear what it says. Babylon, America. America is not only Babylon, but it is a branch of it. So we're just going to keep moving along. 1 Chronicles 9 and 1. So all Israel were reckoned by the genealogies, and beheld, they were written in the book of the king of Israel and Judah, who were carried away to Babylon. Judah was carried away to Babylon in ancient days, and Yehudah is carried away to Babylon today. So Yehudah was in Babylon then, Yehudah is in Babylon today. No new thing under the sun. Y'all are not getting this. Y'all better really pay attention. Persia. So we're going to find out about the Persians. Ezra 9 and 9. For we are the bondmaids, and yet our God had not forsaken us in our bondage, but had extended mercy unto us in the sight of the kings of Persia, to give us a reviving, to set up his house of our God, and to repair the desolations thereof, and to give us a wall in Judah and in Jerusalem. So Even today, we're still we're still under the hand of the Roman Empire. Y'all still don't get it. We have never been redeemed from the Roman Empire. Y'all finna find out a lot of stuff, man. Y'all got unlearned ass teachers. Y'all following these nasty fools dressed up and all this nonsense out here. This and that, and don't know nothing because they're not dealing with God. They're dealing with the doctrines of man. But it is what it is. The Grecians. So let's find out about the Greeks, which would be the Apocrypha, the book, one of the books that were removed. Maccabees 8 and 18. First Maccabees 8 and 18. And to entreat them that they would take the yoke from them, and they saw that the kingdom of the Grecians did not oppress Israel with servitude. So now we're dealing with the Grecians that weren't oppressing Israel with servitude. Let's find out. Let's find out what's going on. Jeremiah 2 and 14. Is Israel a servant? This is Jeremiah. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he so spoiled? This country has you spoiled because you done turned you against each other. So y'all don't even know that you turning your backs on your brothers, and your sisters turning their backs on their men leaves you vulnerable for attack. And then you don't know your God. You call on some bullshit ass deity, so you gonna get attacked because the Most High is the one that's attacking your monkey ass because you don't know shit. Because you refuse to learn about him. You refuse to fear him. You refuse to respect him. You refuse to know who created you. But you let these new covenant rats come in, these IUIC together in the body of the God of the dead. Y'all going straight to hell. It is what it is. Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So the time of the Gentiles is truly being fulfilled because the truth of the kingdom of God, you hear that? The truth of the kingdom of the Most High, our power, God of Israel, New Covenant liars, UIC liars, Battle Rattle liars, GMS liars, HOI liars, Adam Abbott liars, Pastor Dow liars, Big Judah liar, Lion of Judah liar. All you brothers are liars. The time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. They were given 40 and 2 months, just like their predecessor Satan. The fallen was given 40 and 2 months. They are the locusts that come out of the field with. That's why he said, all the nations where I've scattered there, I will destroy them. So where's that salvation for? When it said when the Gentiles sin, they go straight to hell. So where's that salvation for them? Where's your Christ saving you at? Where's he at when the Most High say your ass go straight to hell? Excuse me, that's just what it is. Romans. So let's find out what happened with the Romans. And still under those too. So don't get it wrong. You're still under the Roman captive. Don't get it wrong. You ain't never been freed. Luke 21 and 21. And then let them which are in Siberia flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of the desert of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. So he's talking about us fleeing from the cities and stuff that's around us, Sudan, about the Sudan, and next to the mountains, over next to the Sudanese, right outside of Rome. Now they would know, you would know if you look through the maps and stuff, you would know where all these places were. I don't have the maps. If I had them, I'd pull them. I'd have them leaning across here and be showing you where these places are. But I'm reading about them straight out the Bible where these places are, so you can take your time and write down the scriptures, look up the verses, pull the maps up on your laptop or your phone, and look at these locations, and you'll find out that they're not in this country that's called America. And that's not even what this place is called. That means something totally different. The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 4. Yea, and what have ye done with me, O Tyre? These are African, listen, these are African people. Listen what he said. And yea, and what have ye done with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and the coast of the Palestine? Why will ye repent? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. So the Most High said, these brothers, these are African coasts and stuff, and people that he named off right here was also a part in the transatlantic slave trade. So he's telling you, I'm going to put my recompense on them. That's why he talk about Ethiopia and all that too as well. So let's just get it down. America is not Azrith, right? America is not Azareth. Look at the map. It'll show you where this landmass is, where this place is in the land that you call Africa. Okay? Let's just get it, because we went through the state demographics for a lot of places and stuff over there and all the way out through over here and everything. We're going to start off with the state demographics of San Pablo. The European account for the state demographics of San Pablo is 79% heritage. The native account for the state of San Pablo is 14% heritage. Let's find out if the Hebrews are there, because these jackasses want to say that everybody is us and they goddamn liars. The Hebrew account in this place of San Pablo is at 7%. So 7% of those people in there, which is a little small number, maybe several million, those are us. Okay? Colombia, let's get it out of Colombia. The European account for the Colombians is 86%. So these brothers run around with these pale riders in their little lineups and stuff, talking about they are the tribe. You's a goddamn liar. You're going to hell. That just shows that you've already been infiltrated. Native account for Colombia is 10.6%. So those are the natives over there. The Hebrew account in Colombia is 3.4%. So that small number is exactly who you are. According to the Bible, according to the law, when it says that you are the least of all the people, he said, though my people appear as they are the sands of the sea, only a small remnant will return to me, because the rest of you are fucking demons, as it was in the days of Noah. Y'all got to get this shit right. Guatemala. So we checked it out, Guatemala. Guatemala, mixtures of Spaniard European mixtures down there is 59.4% Spaniard and European mixed in this bitch. All right? There's a whole nother species in there trying to take over, and they don't even know what the hell is going on. Native account in there is 40.5% in Guatemala. The native account for it. The Europeans count, just straight pure blood European, there is 88%. So let's find out about the Hebrew account there, so that these stupid ass niggas that don't know geographics and demographics won't get lost and thinking every goddamn body is them. Because apparently they seem to think a leopard can change his fucking spots at will. But the Hebrew account in Guatemala is 8%. So you flesh happy ass niggas can get some control of yourself. Uruguay. So we're going to find out. They said we was in Uruguay. Let's do a little count down there and find out. The Europeans account for 88% of Uruguay. The native account in Uruguay is 4%. These people damn near extinct. You know what I'm saying? Hebrew account in Uruguay is 1%. 1%. So it ain't the whole fucking countryside, you ignorant ass niggas. Y'all just some y'all just flesh chasers, man. I know our women are goddamn hell to fucking deal with, but fuck, it is what it is. If she wouldn't have been hard-headed in the garden, she'd have been straight. If Adam would have been chastising that motherfucker from the start, we'd have been straight. That's the problem is now. Now these bitches don't want to be chastised. They want to tell you they running some shit. I got the third half coming out of the class of Wicked Sister, so that y'all can get it straight on these wicked-ass brides and not continues to walk around here feeding to their fucking egos. I don't feed to wicked bitches or wicked niggas' egos. Your ass gonna get the truth just like it is. I'm not no sugarcoat. I don't play that bullshit. Let's see what the Cuban demographics is for this area, because they seem to think every goddamn body in Cuba is us. Let's find out. The European account in Cuba, in the country of so-called Cuba, is 65%. Them all European accounts. The native account for Cuba is 23%. Let's see what the Hebrew account is in Cuba. The Hebrew account in Cuba for 10%. Now I have this on two different line breakdowns. I got Guatemalan again, I got Uruguay again, I got Cuban again, and showing you that these are the percentages that I got earlier, and I'm gonna show you the percentages that I have gotten recently. So if we get it down, 2 Kings 18, 9 and 12. And it came to pass that in the first year of the king Hezekiah, which was the 7th year of Hosea, the son of King Elah, and the king of Israel, and the Salmanasseh, king of Assyria, came up against Samaria and took it. All right, so they came up onto Samaria and got that. Verse 10. And in the end of 3 years they took it, even the 6th year of Hezekiah, the 9th year of Hosea, king of Israel. Verse 11. And the king of Assyria did carry away Israel into Assyria and put them in Halah and Habar and on the river of the Gozan and near the cities of the Medes. So he's telling you where he put Israel when he took them away captive. He didn't put them in this land over here you so desperately want to try to say, you jackasses. Verse 12, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord their God. You hear what he said? Because you didn't obey him, you still not obeying him now, but transgressed his covenant and all that Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded. So Moses was speaking the exact same commandments that the prophet said that if you had believed Moses, you would believe me. The exact same things that we're speaking, and we're just warning you of the same thing that you were being warned of then. So I can't save you. You have to save your ratchet ass self. And that's by listening and hearing the truth like the men of Nineveh, repent and come back to God. That's it. All right? And would not hear them nor do them. So you still don't want to hear them, you still don't want to do them. These are the state demographics for what you call Mexico, and we're going to destroy these wretched ass, ignorant ass IUICs and all these stupid ass campers out here with this bullshit, telling all these strange ass people that they're us and they're not. All right? So let's just get it straight out the book. European account in Mexico is 62%. The native account in Mexico is 44.44%. The Hebrew account in Mexico is 1.2%. This is the Afro-Mexican. This is the Hebrew descent that's in Mexico, you desperate flesh-chasing ass weak niggas. And that roughly equals out to about 1.38 million people. Fucking ignorant. All right, we went to even did the surrounding town in the Yucatan. We checked it around there. 64%, 65.40% is native. We're not there. The Maya and Oaxaca, 65.73% native. We're not there. The Capuchi, we checked around there. The 44.54% native. We're nowhere in those places. So let's move on. We went to Damascus. We checked out Damascus to see what was going on. Damascus is the most mixed place I have seen yet. They got the craziest demographics, some of the craziest demographics you can get your eyeballs on. But I'm going to break it down to you. The white account in Damascus is 16%. The mixed population account in Damascus is 73%. This is wildness because we have a mixed species, a new species on the earth that is taking over everything. This is just out there. The Hebrew account in Damascus is 11%. You desperate, weak-ass, stupid-ass Negroes that don't want to do the deeper research but call everybody Israel and everybody ain't Israel, just like the Bible said. But it is what it is. All right, let's get it the second time on the Cuban demographics breakdown. European account in Cuba is 72%. This was just recently. Native account in Cuba is 20%. The Hebrew account in Cuba, the first time I got it was 10, but this time here it's saying it's 8% in Cuba. So I don't know if we should go higher or lower with that, but we should probably just, it is what it is, because once it was showing 10 and then it was showing 8. And the Damascus, and it's at 11 on the new scale. On the Cuban scale, the new scale in Cuba is 8%. Let's go to Argentina. The European demographics in Argentina. European account for 67% of the demographic makeup in Argentina. The native account for 28% of the demographic geometrical makeup in Argentina. The Hebrew account in the demographics in Cuba for 4%. That's a small number, family. Like you have always been a small number in the beginning, you will always be a small number amongst these heathen nations, because everything that looks like Israel is not Israel. We have to get that under control. Chile, we're going to Chile. The European account in Chile is 76%. The native account in Chile is 32.1%. They range between 32.1 and 44.3% in Chile. It kind of fluctuates back and forth, just like it does with the Hebrews there as well. 2.5%, between 2.5 and 6.3% is where it fluctuates with the Hebrews in Chile. So all of Chile is not Israel, you ignorant ass niggas. Again, y'all been made and pointed and showed to be liars. All campers and all liars will have your part in the lake of fire. Get you a good seat, get you a front row seat ticket to hell. And in Colombia, they didn't have a good breakdown. The only thing they gave me was the Negro descent breakdown in Colombia. They showed me at 1.2% Hebrew in Colombia. Okay, so that's another big strong breakdown right there. Panama. So let's see what's going on in Panama. Spanish descent in Panama is 65%. So we're not dealing with the natives yet. Mixed percent in Panama is equal to the European, to the Spaniard in Panama. The mixed percent is 65%. It's equal to the European. The native account in Panama is 9.2%. This is small for the native account because they're mixing themselves out. The Hebrew account in Panama is 6.8. So again, it's a small fraction of the number of people that are us in these places. It's not the whole demographic location. These jackasses are just desperate to bring the heathen woman into the congregation and get you and everybody else put to death with thinking you can marry these nonsense. Let's go again. Colombia. The European percentage in Colombia is 70%. The native percentile in Colombia is at 20%. The Hebrew account in Colombia is still standing at a strong 10 in Colombia. Okay, so it's 10% of the Hebrews in Colombia. So we understand, we're getting an understanding of where these people come from. Uruguay, European descent in Uruguay. 95% of Uruguay is European descent. Let's see what the native percent is. The native in Uruguay is 3.4% is native. All right? Let's even get it even further. What percentage of the Hebrews are in Uruguay? 1.1%. That's less than what's in Mexico. You understand me? Stupid ass nigga. The U.S. population. So let's do the demographics in the U.S. population. They say 75% of the U.S. is European descent. I don't know. I don't keep count of these crackers. Native descent. 3.6% of the population they say is native descent. Maybe a little bit higher. The Hebrews they say is 12.3%. I'm tending to believe that because that does ring a bell to somewhere around between 40, 45, 46 million, you know, I'm not just talking about it. I'm just talking about it in Texas. I'm not talking about the whole 50. Okay. But but if that's for the whole United States, because it just said U.S. population demographic, so I'm pretty sure they would probably throw it in for the whole U.S. And they would more likely lie about the European descent being at 75, but that is a high possibility because a lot of these up northern places and stuff are 80 to 70% Caucasian in these towns and stuff. So I would believe that, but no, I don't believe that because they always try to lie about what's going on. Let's find out again. The Afro-Cuban. All right, let's get it down. U.S. Virgin Islands. The Afro-Cuban ranges between 106 and 405 in the population number. That's maybe 106,000 to 405,000. This is where that is going. And Ghana, French Ghana, is between 131 and between 676. Maybe it's 676,000, 131,000. It's ranging between these numbers. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know it's getting in there somewhere around there. These are 100,000 numbers now. These are not 1,000, like 131,000. No, these are 100,000 numbers, okay? In Jamaica, even though the islands were not completely all filled by the boats, believe me, they weren't. There was other people there. They say that the bloodline that was brought to Jamaica on these islands that have been mixed in with the indigenous, they said that it ranges between 2.5 million. Okay, and let's go on to the land of Haiti and see exactly where it says. It says 8.5 million. So between all of these and stuff, what's going on, we're still seeing our people out there, but they're scattered. Okay, they are scattered, but we are there. The Puerto Ricans, let's find out exactly what they've got over there. European descent has got 75.8% on the state demographics over there. The native account for 12.4% of the demographics that are in Puerto Rico. What are the Hebrew accounts in Puerto Rico? The Hebrew account in Puerto Rico is 0.5%. So it's a very small number in all these geographical locations that you're going to find us. And these are those. The transatlantic slave trade, the tribe of the kingdom of Yehuda. So let's kill the lies and keep the truth, brethren. And let's do that easy. But you have been exposed and shown to be liars through the demographics locations, the true setup according to the Bible of where and who the people are that the Most High is going to retrieve. And as always, brothers and sisters, when the Most High said, he said that he's showing you this so that you would know and believe him. So if you're not believing God and the Most High God, you are power, but you want to believe something other, you are playing with fire. And that fire is hellfire. And you do not want to play with that because this is not regular fire. Ecclesiastes verse 12 and verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. While the days of thy youth, while the evil days draw nigh, nor the years draw near, not, and the evil years draw nigh. When thou shalt have no pleasure in them. So if you're not having pleasure in this world, but you're seeking your God, you're on the right path. Okay, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. This is the conclusion of everything that we have read in all the scriptures we have said and showed and exposed the brothers for being lies, for making you a false chart and telling you that these other people are who you are when they are liars. And you all liars will have their part in the lake of fire. It said, fear God and keep his commandments. The Most High commanded us to tell the truth, to correct the ones that are speaking lies, to save your life. As it said in Ezekiel, I've made thee a watchman to the house of Yasharal. To keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of every Israelite man, woman, and child. If you're not teaching your children the truth, then you are teaching them a way to go to hell with you. Verse 14, for God shall bring, for the Most High our power shall bring into judgment every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. And on that note, family, I say, shalom, family, come back to your God. You alphabet campers have been destroyed yet again by the true battle axe of the Most High, and been shown to be liars. And all y'all that's pushing that 12 tribe chart and steadily pushing it is pushing a lie. And anybody that's believing that lie will go to hell with you. Shalom, family.